Hello out there, we're on the air. It's a curling day in Tempe as we bring you the latest draw from the 2026 doubletakeout.com MoPac Championships. This is your host Ryan Olson. We have a Coyotes clash on sheet C. There's a lot of Coyotes clashes. I might need another C word to describe this contest that we're seeing. A contest of Coyotes, a caterwaul. I like caterwaul. There's a caterwaul happening on sheet C. As we have Team Julliard taking on Team McDonald. They're doing a final mop of the ice after the practice. And we're going to see which team has the hammer by throwing their stones closest to the center of the house. Otherwise known as the Draw Shot Challenge. There's 4 women's games on the ice as the teams have the ice right now. On sheet A, we have Team Camarena taking on Team Thanga Durai, both from San Francisco. On sheet B, we have Walsh from San Francisco taking on Team Aubrey from Coyotes. Sheet C is our feature game, Julliard versus McDonald. And then on sheet D, we have Feldman from Wine Country taking on Team Healing from Coyotes. So we're about halfway through the draw, actually. So we'll take a look at the standings in a bit. This will be most of the players' third game. On the men's side, about half have played their third game already. So we have the lead for Julliard in the hatch. That means Team McDonald has the hammer to start. The all-elusive last stone first end. And as Michaela McLean, sorry, this is going to be Cassie Endicott, I believe. As Cassie slides out of the hat, we are underway here. We have hopefully a good game on tap, and hopefully you guys will stay tuned. So this rock looks like it's going to slip into the rings, known colloquially as a biter. Looks like McDonald wants to put up a corner guard. For the lead for Team McDonald, that's going to be Samantha Brokenshire. Looking for a corner guard. And a corner guard it shall be. So Cassie is getting set for her second shot. Ask for a little bit more eyes. Was looking to maybe draw around, but this is going to be more of another guard. Line was pretty good. As Samantha gets set for her second. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. I'll do my best to respond. It's a lot of moving pieces, so I don't know if I can always get to what's going on in the chat. But I always say curling chat's the best chat. As Samantha Stone wicks off of the guard and rolls open into the top of the 8-foot. So this next rock is coming from the second, Olivia Andre. Look for a takeout. Got a hit and a little bit of a roll, and that shot stone doesn't really move too much.
Yeah, good point. I was near that, so it probably did influence it.
This is Maiden Grow with her first. We're dealing with a spilled water situation in the warm room, which it's good. It's just water. I mean, it could be like corn syrup, but I think it's just water. So Maiden's first, looking to draw around that corner guard on the right. And that also wicks off of that corner guard. So that poor guard is getting a workout. So very quickly, Olivia's net stone looks to be another takeout. And that does indeed take out the shot stone. The shooter's going to roll wide right and stick around for second shot. Teams are moving pretty quickly at the start of this game. Leave looking to draw around those guards on the left. This looks okay. I think they're shooting for line, although it does go a little deeper than I think they would have liked. It does provide backing for Julliard to draw onto. Would you score that a 3 or a 2? 2. Okay. I'm trying to keep track. Net draw coming from the third. This is going to be Michaela McLean. And this is looking to try to pop out that stone that was just drawn. It's going to be close and just kisses the shot stone. Next up for McDonald, this is going to be the third, Jennifer Collins, the vice as well. And I think they're looking to do a similar draw but stay higher up. So you'll see these probably be a little tighter to the guards as McDonald calls sweep vigorously, and once they're past the guards off. This actually settles in kind of a little further than their last draw, but it's fairly well buried. So Michaela is going to draw onto the shot stone. This one's a little wider, so this looks like it might sit in front of the shot stone, but it might be a little exposed. Although it's pretty close to a corner freeze, so a pretty nice draw there from Michaela. So I think looking for Hackwick, looking to move that red off of the shot, off of the scoring position. calling for sweep. Sometimes curling is really subtle, but sometimes like the skip just vigorously waves her hand in the air to indicate sweeping. It's looking pretty good. Does run the red back onto the yellow, jostles them around. The shot stone remains, well, the yellow remains shot now. The red that was shot looks to be moved to the third position. So a good shot there by Jennifer. There's a lot of yellow in the ring. I'm counting 4 yellows. 2 of them are in scoring position, and there's 3 reds. So some games start off with a takeout game, hit after hit. This has been win, lose, and draw as teams draw in. So that yellow shot stone is somewhat exposed. I would say you can see about 60% of it actually. As Lindsay Julliard gets set for her first rock without the hammer here in this first end. I think maybe looking to just tap the yellow back. Corner freeze would be fine too. They don't have the hammer, so they're looking to steal. This is over curling, but it still ends up in a good place. So McDonald could kind of like just hit that stone at an angle, like just a heavy draw, and maybe roll to the right, maybe. So the broom is down. I think that's what they're going to do because they're only looking for about 2 feet of curl, or maybe 2.5 feet of curl. So I really think they are going to try and just hit that red on the side and just kind of wick and roll might be the way to call that shot. As Jennifer has the broom down for her skip, Andy McDonald. We'll get into their records, but Andy McDonald has been curling for quite some time. Has racked up a pretty impressive resume at the national stage, and she did go to was it the WUGS, the World University Games? Yeah. So just it's really great to see newer curlers on the scene, younger curlers on the scene too. As going for that draw, that tap and roll. So we got the tap and we got the roll. Pretty good, it looks like. I think they would have wanted to be shot on the right. Because basically Julliard can just basically draw it down on top of that stone, that yellow on the left. It did increase the possibility of a multiple point score if Julliard were to make a mistake. But if Julliard does the same type of shot that she just did, maybe be a little bit more inside so that it's more corner frozen on the inside. That's a tricky shot though. It's just, I think the first shot just over curled slightly. That gave the opportunity for McDonald to do that tap and roll. So Lindsay is set, looking for a draw, looking for about 3 feet of curl, still 2.5 to 3 feet of curl. This rock, like once it breaks, it dove hard. And this is yeah, looks pretty good, like right on the face. So it doesn't seem likely that McDonald's going to be able to do the same magic that she pulled with her first shots. They're taking a look at it though. So looking at the risk-reward situation, I don't think that McDonald can give up more than a single unless something really, really weird happens, which it's curling, it can happen. So the reward though is likely scoring 2. So draw for 1 or do almost like a, I don't know if they want to peel weight that shot, but they definitely want to make contact with the red to move it off of the yellow and possibly score 2. So the broom's down as Andy makes her way to the hack. So looking for the risk of giving up 1 and seeking, I believe, for 2. There might be, I don't know if the Ingles do it for 3. But this is the last rock, the hammer coming from Skip Andy McDonald. Sweepers jump on it early. Now they're just cleaning, and then Maiden's jumping over to push it over. Looks like it's going to hit on the inside, which is what they wanted. Now where is it going to end up? Oh, the shooter rolled over the top of the stones and then kind of deflected out the back. So lots of rocks in the back 8 foot. It could be the unusual, was it 2 you think? 1, okay. Looks to maybe be a steal of 1. So that was the risk, and trying to figure out how to score that shot. Well, while I wait for the supposed to score, we're going to take a pause in the action. We'll be right back as we continue with our coverage of the 2026 DoubleTakeout.com MoPac Championships. An ongoing coverage of this event is being brought to you by DoubleTakeout.com, featuring updated statistics and rankings of the top men's and women's teams from around the world. DoubleTakeout.com. And by by curling.gg. Test your stip skills against your friends online at curling.gg, free online curling platform with real physics simulation. And by Endgame Curling, manufacturers of the Endgame travel handle. Bring your curling broom on the road with ease. Endgamecurling.com. So we see Cassie Endicott throw the rock, so it definitely was a score for Julliard. Sorry, trying to multitask here. It's fun. And that rock is going to be a guard, I believe. As a Samantha Brokenshire, looking to put up a rock into the top 8 foot. That's where McDonald has the broom. Was pretty good. Didn't quite curl as much as McDonald was hoping for. That shot was to have been made. Cassie's next rock is away. Cassie's been curling for a long time. She likes gardening, board games, and reading. Her favorite sparkle color is purple. And that's going to be stacked guards. So Samantha Brokenshire has been curling for 3 years. She was at the 2024 Mixed Fours Playdowns. Also the D bracket champions of the 2024 Hotter Than Hell Bonspiel held at Coyotes. And was the quarterfinalist in 2 Bonspiels and the semifinalist in 2 other Bonspiels at the club level. As it looks like she's being asked to put up the center line guard, which is always a good time to remind you all at home that we are playing the no-tick rule for the first 5 rots of an end. It's an extension of the free guard zone, essentially. Like the guard zone, you can't remove a center line stone from play, center line guard, except for there's some variations. So for the first 5 rots to the end, you cannot dislodge the opponent's center line guard off the center line, even to promote into the house. If they do, it's a foul. The non-offending team has the choice to either remove the offending stone and reset the stones that were there prior, or they can just leave the rocks as they played out. This rock coming from Olivia looks to be a little light as Lindsay jumps out to help sweep it over the line. And giving the non-offending team the option is different than the normal free guard rule, where once they dislodge guard is removed from play, it's automatically reset, and there's no choice in that regard. This is Megan's first of the end. I think looking to draw around the pile. This is going to hang out, it looks like. Oh, it's actually curling up really nicely on the finish. Settles in the back 4 foot. And so Julliard has the broom down for Andre to follow Megan's rock down. Olivia's been curling for 4 years. She likes cats, crafts, and curling. Her favorite sparkle color is lime green. So this rock is looking a little light as well, as kind of like Olivia's first. It does settle in the top 8 foot though. So Megan has been curling for 12 years. Megan met her husband while curling, and Kent proposed to her on the ice at Coyotes Curling. She has a rescue dog named Lucy, also known as Lucy Pickles. Lucy, a name I can't pronounce on the broadcast. Now this draw is looking really nice. Taps off of the red that was drawn in and then rolls under all those guards. And so Julliard is opting to blow up the front, which is a totally reasonable strategy given the setup. Also, Lucy's name is also Lucy Sweaty Paws. So looking to do some cleanup. This is Michaela's first. Going to get 3 of the guards moving, and actually promotes one of the reds into scoring position. So I think pretty good shot there from McLean. So McDonald's looking at a couple options. I think the easiest option just is to peel that shot stone. I think they were looking at maybe doing in-off, kind of get both of those reds moving. Also looking to maybe draw maybe the final outcome. So coverage of this end is being brought to you by doubletakeout.com. This is over curling. Let's see where it's going to end up. It hits the red shot stone right on the nose and then promotes the red back on top of the yellows in the back four. So McDonald's just sitting 1 and 1, 3, 5, 6 if I'm counting correctly. Julliard is sitting 2 and 4 as McLean's Rock is away. Michaela started curling in 2023. She is a nurse. Her favorite chip and dip combo is chips and salsa. And this was looking to peel out the yellow, and it does. That's a good shot there from Michaela. And the shooter rolls away. So McDonald coming from Jennifer Collins. So I want to make sure I get the names correct. I think looking to draw on top. This is a little wide. Actually clips the back yellow. That's the other yellow, I believe. That was an unfortunate miss. So now Julliard's sitting 1, 2, and McDonald has some backing stones in the back 8-foot that help Julliard more than it helps McDonald. So Collins has been curling for 3 years. She had a third place finish in 2023, playing as second for Team McDonald. Some more stats about all these players I'll try to get into as we progress with the game. We'll also go around the rings and update you on scores. Just to let you guys know, we are keeping track of scores at bonspieler.com. We are also offering, thanks to Coyotes, streams of the other sheets, static camera views. That's available on the Coyotes Curling YouTube channel. And for Julliard, they're sitting 2 right now in a prime opportunity to steal this end. I think it's kind of tricky though, because there's a couple of different ways for McDonald to get into the house if she needed to. So I don't know if she wants to. It looks like she wants to put a front stone in front of the shot stone on the 4-foot as she gets set. Lindsay Julliard has been curling for many years, since 2007 at Coyotes. She loves card games, hiking, and coffee. Her favorite sparkle color is blue. So I think they were looking to try to put a front stone. This is going to go a little heavy. It wicks off of the red on the right and then rolls into the pile of yellows in the back, 8-foot. I don't think that's what she wanted. So one of the options to get to clear out the front and get a yellow into scoring position is to do an in-off, hit the inside of the outer red, and then roll back onto the shot red on the back forefoot. It looks like it could be there, especially with how Andy throws stones. I draw a lot, so I don't think I can make this shot necessarily. I'm also in the warm room, so all shots are possible in the warm room. But McDonald, it's set. Probably, let's see if it is going to be a takeout. This is more of a draw weight, it looks like. So I think just looking to draw on top of the yellow. Maybe, I think it's just going to maybe tap slightly. Taps the red back. But red is still scoring. Well, yellow's scoring now, but red has shots in the second and third position. It would be hard for Julliard to tap it out. She could draw on top of it, especially since that rock is behind the tee line. But it looks like they're set up for a hit. So this, if they are doing a takeout, I think that's a little risky. As the broom is down, this is Lindsay Julliard's last rock without the hammer here in the second end. It's hanging out. They're, I think, waiting for it to finish. And it's going to chip the chip the yellow onto the red. And it does push the yellow off of the forefoot. So now red is shot on the right wing, but if McDonald were able to get rid of that red, there would be 3 yellows that could be brought into play. So I thought the risk reward on that shot was I didn't think the risk outweighed the reward of that draw, of that shot. So it looks like they're going to maybe attack it from the outs. I think if they attack from the outside, they might kind of get the red to kind of bounce and go horizontally across the house. As Andy McDonald gets set, she's been curling for 14 years, placed 4th at Mixed Nationals in 2023, and also has gone to the Mixed Doubles Nationals. Last shot, looking to. Oh, this is more of a draw for a single, I believe. It needs to sit down, and it does not sit down. So it looks like another steal for Julliard. Yeah, I don't know if she would be able to pick out that red, but definitely the risk reward seemed to lean that way.
The way they were set up, if she hit it with pure weight, red would scoot it over the top.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Why she didn't stop.
All right. Well, I mean, also we're in the warm room. Yep. So just a heavy draw, unfortunately.
You have to hit it with pure weight. And pretty much the way the red and the yellow were, no matter where she hits the red, it would scoot across the top of the canvas. But anything less than peel, probably
But the risk reward factor there, I mean, you know.
yeah, it's the second end. What it's going to do. give the shot, you get 3. If you miss it, they get.
Yeah.
And they end up getting 1 anyway.
Yeah. So we're about ready to do the time warp again. It's just a step to the left or something. I forget the words of the song. You put your hands on your hips, you know.
That's it.
As we see a Cassie shot head down the ice, turning into a guard with the in-turn clockwise rotation. Not on the center line, but still a guard nonetheless. And it looks like McDonald is set up to do a corner guard. Oh, actually, wants giving the option either to draw around or actually draw to the right wing. With Samantha's first. Going counterclockwise with the out turn. And looking to be around T-line near the 8 foot. This has been go a little deep, but we'll stick around. But it also goes way to the back of the 12 foot actually. And it caught, I think it's looking to put up another guard. Seeing a lot of curl on that right side. And that does end up roughly the same spot in terms of the amount of curl. So we have standard offset guards, and McDonald wants Samantha to try that draw again. And coverage of this end is being brought to you by curling.gg. For Stips curlers who love a good game, curling.gg is your ultimate practice tool. Free, easy, and all about strategy. Visit curling.gg to test your skills right now. And that shot ends up in the same place. So both leads had, they basically threw the same shot twice. You got the same result. As Olivia throws her first rock, I believe maybe trying to draw around. Let's go around the rings and let you guys know what's happening on our neighboring sheets. As we do have scores being posted to bondspieler.com. As Olivia's drawing around, this is looking pretty good, both in line and weights. That's fairly well buried. It might poke out a little bit on the left side, but it's not going to be enough for McDonald to try to take on from the left side. Opting to peel the guards as Megan gets set. On sheet A, we have Team Thing to Derive from San Francisco up 2-0. They stole the first end over Team Camarena, also from San Francisco. Sheet B, we have Team Walsh from San Francisco. She was forced to a single in the first end, and Team Aubrey from Coyotes holds the hammer now. Sheet C is our feature game, and on sheet D we have Team Feldman, who stole the first end with a single, up 1-0 over Team Healing from Coyotes. Healing has the hammer in the second end. So that clearing shot from Megan looked successful. I saw some stones fly. So it looks like Andre is drawing the other side of the sheet. Looks like a really good line. This is some good touch there from the seconds. Not frozen. Looks like there's about almost a foot of separation between the two stones. don't know. I don't know if McDonald can get to those stones right now. As McDonald has the broom down for another clearing action. So there's one. Is there two? Just the one. It runs the red guard into the rings. It jams and sticks around while one of the reds that was in the ring initially goes sayonara. So good clearing action. Just traded guards essentially. As Michaela McLean gets set, delivers, looking to draw around that guard, just keep piling stones in. This is a little wide, but let's see how it finishes. It's not going to come back a lot. It's going to settle kind of in the back 8 foot. I think the line was close to what they wanted, though. Oh, they wanted a guard. Some skips are super aggressive. They just keep piling them in and force the other team to respond. So with the red on the center exposed, Jennifer Collins is going to take it on with the takeouts. And she might have us saying, aha, which is a pop music joke from the 80s, guys. Gets one of the reds going, another red jam situation. Red jam was a lesser known hit from the reggae era. Bob Marley's lesser known hits, a red hit. But Jennifer Collins made it. As you see, Michaela McLean deliver her second shot at this end. So another crack at a front stone. And this is definitely lighter weight. Line is similar, but still a little wide. And looks like it may have set up a double. And the broom is down for a double attempt. Sweepers are on it. Need to hold the line. It looks really good. One rolls over the top of the shot stone and goes to the right side. So just looked really nice and just. I needed to. It over curled by about 1.5 inches, I would say. But that was a great effort there from Collins. Does get rid of one of the stones. And we are to skip stones just like that. Time flies when you talk the entire time. Except for on a date. I think if you talk during a date, it still feels like forever. As Lindsay Julliard delivers from rock. See a little bit of a positive release, that gentle arm extension, which a lot of top curlers do. Looking to hit the yellow out and stick around if they can. And they will. That was pretty close to a nose hit. And so now Julliard's sitting 3. And McDonald, I think, is looking to take on the double again, this time from the right side. And she could get all 3 stones moving, all 3 of those reds moving, which we've seen McDonald made some pretty excellent shots, especially last night. There was an in-off that she made, and I was talking with her very briefly last night about it. Like on the live stream, we could see her, kind of utter a curse word when the shot was away because she didn't want to hit a stone. Like she didn't feel like she needed to hit the stone, but they did hit the stone, and they still were able to make the shot. So that was awesome. It's just interesting how you kind of map stuff out in your head, and then if it doesn't unfold the way you plan on it, sometimes you get that reaction. Looking for an in-off. This is Andy McDonald's first. Gonna go nose outside. Oh goodness. And it rolls to the edge of the 12-foot. Doesn't help the situation too much. She had to wait for it. And Julliard is sitting 3. Dangerous situation, and I would think Julliard is just looking to close the door here, looking to steal a handful, and McDonald would be looking for a way into the 4-foot, the button even to score in this end. So Julliard's rock is away. Calling for sweep. Now they're off. It's over curling slightly, so there is the out for McDonald. It's a draw to the button, which I saw her draw last night. During the draw shot challenge, she can obviously get to the button when she needs to, and this is a situation where she needs to. So the broom is down. The rock is up. Like simply having a merry curl miss time. Paul McCartney did not ask for a rewrite from me, but I gave him one anyway. So facing 4. Andy McDonald delivering the last rock here in the 3rd and down 2-0. Supers are on it. They need to be right on the button really for that single point. If they get close to it, they do negate a lot of stones that Julliard put up. This is looking pretty good. Is it going to sit down on the button? And looks like it was there. So yeah, she did get it. So great draw there, just when she needed it. Gets that single. So well played end by Julliard to force Andy McDonald to a single point. Julliard will have the hammer when we come back to our ongoing coverage of the 2026 Club Playdowns, brought to you by curling.gg. We have a lot of games on tap this weekend. We have 2 more games tonight as part of our Friday quadruple header. We have an afternoon game at about 4:30, I believe. Yes, it's 4:30. That game will feature Team Keeling of Coyotes taking on Team Aces from Silicon Valley. And then our MoPac After Dark game tonight will be Team Walsh taking on Team Thing to Derai, 2 Bay Area teams in a battle. And that game will be at about 8 p.m. And Then Saturday we have our pool play conclude with another 4 games. Game times at 9 a.m., 12:30 p.m., 4:30 p.m., and 8 p.m. All times Mountain Standard. Check your local listings for more information. Just pick up a TV guide like the one does. So Samantha Brokenshire puts up a center guard. This looks to be on the line. We are in the 4th end, so after this end, we're going to take a 5-minute pause to refresh and reflect on what just happened. We're going to sit in the corner and think about what we had done. Maybe write an essay about civics. It's been a while since I've disciplined someone, or had to be disciplined. So, with the hammer, Julliard, I think, was looking to put up a corner guard, but drawing in isn't too bad. And we see Samantha Brokenshire looking to draw around her own guard. Looks okay, maybe a smidge on the light side, but rock up front isn't too bad. As it's going to settle in around the guard and maybe bite the top of the rings. It looks like it may be biting. We call it a biter or a nibbler. Anything named after a sandwich available at KFC. Like the Double Down. Remember the Double Down, folks? Which is a sandwich made out of chicken patties. The sandwich is more fun in Quebec because the sandwich was named Le Coupe Double. And French is not my second language. So, Set in Stone coming from Cassie Endicott's. And looking to draw the side of the house, and does reach the tee line in the 12-foot zone. It's also kind of fun in Quebec. KFC is known as Poulet Frites du Kentucky, or PFK. And I used to see commercials for PFK. When I was watching CBC, the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation up in Michigan. So that was fun. That's also where I first started seeing curling a lot. Back in the early 2000s. This draw here from Olivia Andre looks to be on the money, which is green in the U.S., not multicolors like it is in Canada. It's on the money, though. So with that draw made, Andre is looking to do some cleanup down the middle with a peel. Looks like it's going to get one of the stones, and that's all, but not a bad outcome. As the shooter also rolls into a corner guard position, really kind of blocking those reds, some of those reds on the right side. This is Megan's next rock. I think she's drawing around again. Looks to be a little up weight, so maybe they might want to send it to the back of the rings. The weight came off of it pretty nicely. So a little tap and roll. I think they may have been a little heavier than she had wanted. And Andre is throwing the peel once more. I think it may have been a little inside, but it does clip it. And goes through the rings like a ship passing in the night. Although I guess there's usually two ships in that metaphor. But just one ship in this case. Well, there's a lot of ships in the harbor. And fish in the sea. I don't know what I'm talking about. Jennifer Collins looking to, I think, draw or actually take out one of the reds on the right side of the sheets. Looks like it's going to clip the guard, peel the guard, and it's going to roll the shooter through the house out of play. So a good outcome. McDonald is sitting 2 down the middle with 2 Julliard reds on the right wing in the 12-foot circle. Michaela McLean is looking to get rid of one, maybe both of those yellows in the back 8-foot. I think the double is there, which is my catchphrase. As someone who draws most of the time. Dump up, there we go. That's a double. Not quite an official double takeout, but I'll say it's sponsored by doubletakeout.com nonetheless. That was a good shot there by Michaela. So Collins looking to move some of those reds around. Maybe get 2 moving, just the one. So Julliard is sitting 2 with the hammer here in this 4th end. There's the McDonald yellow in the top 12-foot that's actually protecting the second Julliard red rock. Teams are doing okay on time. You can see from the plots in the background that they have around 7.5 to 8.5 minutes. They want to have about 15 to 16 minutes at the 4th end break, so they have plenty of time right now. I've not yet seen a game end with a expired clock, but people were talking about it earlier, and some other people have. So this is drawing into the top 4 foot. Now it looks like there is a possible double there. And it definitely seems like a shot that McDonald will need to take on to reduce counting stones to avoid giving up a crooked number. So the room. So I usually say the double is there. Patrick McDonald, Andy's father, just related that he thinks the triple's there. I'm not quite ready to adopt that catchphrase. But it does. I mean, the angles could work out. And Andy definitely has the ability and the weight to do a triple. As her shots away here in this 4th end without the hammer. So 1, 2, and it does touch the red in the 12 foot. Not a triple, but a double and then some. Let's check out that replay. Without the hammer. So 1, 2, and it does touch the red in the 12 foot. Not a triple, but a double and then some. Let's check out that replay. So that double takeout was brought to you by doubletakeout.com. Looking around the rings, it looks like McDonald is now sitting 1 and 3. And that shot rock is fairly well buried. Julliard does have a second stone that's providing backing to the shot rock in the rings. So they're talking over the situation here. So looking to see what decision they make here. I think they're looking to... I don't think they're looking to draw. I mean, they could be looking to draw, but I think they might be looking to pop out one of those yellows on the right and open things up for Julliard's last. So looking at the handle, it looks like they might be drawing. And that is what she's doing. So it might be a force in the offing for Team McDonald to force Julliard to a single point. And as this rock goes, this rock is not going to go deep. It's going to settle into the back 8 foot, 12 foot area. So McDonald makes it go away, sits 2, and then Julliard will have a draw or a hit for 1. And that is how the cookie will crumble. So the broom is down for a hit. As McDonald gets set. Looking to make this red go away and set up a force against Team Julliard. This rock looks pretty good. It's going to nose it and just roll slightly outside. And McDonald is sitting the 2. So it looks like Julliard is responding by drawing to the left side. So there's a little bit of backing. So I think just a draw, and then if it's a little heavy, there's some backing. And this is the hammer coming for Lindsay Julliard, facing 2. Make sure show you what I'm seeing. Line looks good. The weight is maybe a smidge on the heavy side, but it looks like it's going to sit down and then go into the backing if it needs it. And it does tap the yellow slightly, but it's good for 1. So at the 4th end break, Team Julliard is holding a 3-1 lead over Team McDonald. It's been a really solid game so far, and we can't wait to see what happens in the second half. We're going to take a pause in the action, and we'll be right back as we continue with the 2026 DoubleTakeout.com MoPac Championships, coming to you live from Tempe, Arizona, or the Temp as people call it. I don't think people call it that. Ongoing coverage of this event is being brought to you by DoubleTakeout.com, offering updated stats and rankings of the top men's and women's teams from around the world. DoubleTakeout.com. And by Curling.gg, offering real physics simulation. Curlers new and experienced can test out their curling scenarios to see which shots will work for them. Curling.gg. And by Endgame Curling, manufacturers of the travel handle, which separates into 3 pieces for easy storage in most carry-on luggage. More information at endgamecurling.com. We'll take a pause in the action and we'll be right back. Welcome back to our ongoing coverage of the 2026 MoPac Club Playdowns, brought to you by curling.gg. Rocks in play. We are underway here in the fifth end as we see Team Julliard of Coyotes holding on to a 3-1 lead over Team McDonald, also of Coyotes. This first rock coming from Cassie Endicott with Team Julliard, settles into the rings. Samantha Brokenshire is looking to draw into the rings on the other side of the sheets, on the right side. And this is coming up a little light, so it might be more of a corner guard if it gets over the line, and it's not going to get there. So that's a hard stone, unfortunately. So now Endicott has a chance to put another rock in the rings, or to put up another guard, put up a guard. So looking for a guard. That's also coming up a little light. Is it going to get over the line? It does. Just barely. By a couple feet. So Samantha's second rock here, looking to put up that rock in the top of the house, right by the 8 foot, it looks like, at about 2 o'clock if the house were a clock dial. And this is also coming up as weight's okay, actually. That finish is pretty nice and ends up right where McDonald wanted it, which I hope makes the skip happy. And now with Olivia's first rock for Team Julliard, looking to draw around that high guard to the top of the house. Line's good, as it's going to get around the guard. It looks like it's going to settle into the back of the house. The question is it going to stop in time? As Andy McDonald does her best to make sure it goes out of play, and it does. So it was a good line, just a little heavy by Andre. You see Megan Grow get sets. Some of the deliveries look to be like not falling wobbles, but just a little jostle, should we say. And this is going to make contact and runs one of the reds out of the rings. So McDonald is sitting 2 with a hammer here in this fifth end of a possible 8 ends of regulation. Teams can choose to resign early if they feel like the game is out of hand. One of the nice aspects of the sport, it's just it's nice to know that if you've had enough, you can say, we're done. So Andre is looking to punch out the yellow that Maiden just put in. And this is just going wide and out of play. I thought it was a takeout. It could come back eventually. like the Nets den. Reincarnation. I guess stones can get reincarnated. They do refurbished rocks. This is the metaphysical portion of the broadcast. As we see Megan's second rock head down the way. This is it's nice to see these rocks just kind of coast a little bit. Maybe some of the differences between being on dedicated ice that's well kept, as it obviously is here at Coyotes, versus arena ice, which is not well kept for curling in almost every circumstance. As we see Michaela McLean get sets for her first. Speaking of repurposed rocks, it's not quite a repurposing, but someone found a curling stone at the bottom of a lake in Pennsylvania and was trying to figure out how old it was. One of the people on Reddit where I saw it joked that, oh, a few million years, give or take a couple. And obviously that's not the question that the original poster had wanted. He wanted to know when it was kind of crafted into the curling stone that we know it to be. And some interesting responses. I don't think they had an answer as of last night. But it's interesting to kind of know that there's curling out there even if it's not actively used for curling. So Michaela draws to the top 12 foot, a 12-foot biter. As we see Collins is first. I think this is going to go to the back of the house if it sticks around. Is it going to hang around? It will not. So that rock in the top of the house that belongs to Julliard doesn't look like it could be used now, but it's a rock that might be brought into play later in the end. As you see Michaela's second stone here. This is drawing and might tap the yellow up. As Olivia sweeps to push it over, and it does make contact with the yellow, pushes the shot stone to the back 4 foot. I would give that shot full marks, I would say. But not Harpo marks, just full marks. Maybe Chico marks. So the situation in the house. McDonald's sitting 1, 3, 4. And Julliard sitting 2 and 5 as Jennifer Collins gets set for her second rock. I think looking to peel out the red. And again, McDonald has the hammer here. Looking to score multiple points if she can. This needs to get over. It's not going to. And it will flash by everything. So just a couple misses there from Collins. Unlucky. And now Julliard has the ability to really kind of muck up the works here as she slides down the ice. That's the situation from the other side of the ice. I think they're just looking to put up a front stone and make it really, really hard for McDonald to get in with another rock. because they would maybe try, McDonald would maybe try the peel again. This looks like it's going to raise the red. If it gets to it, it wicks off the front red and just taps the red in the rings up ever so slightly. So really close. The sweepers were on it, just over curled on them. Does put another rock in the rings though. So for McDonald, I'm curious to see what they could do. I think they have a chance to get 2 here. The question is, how do they do it? They could try to draw. I mean, they're looking at the right side, which makes sense. They do have the raise on the left if they need to, but they would maybe want to save that for their last, for hopefully a 3rd point, depending on how it goes, or if they need to bail out. They want to, I think, avoid allowing Julliard to try that tap back again. I don't think they want to set up a double either, though. So it's tricky to see what they want. I think they're looking to maybe draw the top of the forefoot. And yeah, so just based on where Jennifer gestured with the broom, they want to draw through the port and settle in like top button, I believe. So Andy McDonald is in the hack. This is her first of 2 skip stones with the hammer here in this 5th end, down 2. Looking to draw the ports, which again looks to be about 4 feet of curl, as her delivery is away. Now Rock looks to be hanging out. They're trying to push it over. Maiden's trying to push it over. And I don't know if it is going to get over. It might hit the inside of the red and roll under. Nope, it does hit the red. Not an awful outcome. But it looks like the Julliard might still have the tap. Or just an option is to basically force McDonald to a single point here. So it looks like they wanted to maybe hit the inside of the yellow that was just put up. And then roll, I would imagine roll towards the center a little bit. So the broom is down, and the skip is in the hack. Looking to hit and roll a little bit. This is Lindsay Julliard's last. This one's also hanging out. It's going to hit. Oh, I think that was the call, though. Let's check that again. Julliard's last. This one's also hanging out. It's going to hit. Oh, I think that was the call though. Let's check that again. So Julliard had a chance for a double there. It ends up opening the port. And also if McDonald's just going to draw. It's like, does she really want to try to go for a third point? And the answer is not really. This is Andy McDonald's last, drawing the 4-foot for a second point. That's you. And this is coasting a little bit. It needs to sit down, needs to hang on to the 4-foot. Is it going to hang on? No, it will not. So that is a single point. It could have been a little bit more, but I'm sure McDonald will be happy to draw within one, making the score 3-2. Julliard over McDonald. Pause the action. We'll be right back as we continue with our coverage of the 2026 DoubleTakeout.com MoPac Championships, coming to you live from Tempe, Arizona. Welcome back to our ongoing coverage of draw number 6 from the 2026 Club Playdowns, coming to you live from Tempe, Arizona, brought to you by curling.gg. They are our broadcast sponsor. So Samantha Brokenshire is throwing her first here in this end. Looking for a center guard. And that is not on the center line, but center enough. It's pretty high too. So going over the stats that I've compiled, both Brokenshire and Endicott have all thrown either guards or draws. No takeouts for either of them for the first half of the game. Cassie Endicott's basically made all of her shots, as best I can tell. So I'd say she's a pretty as close to 100 as you can get. And let's see if this shot for a corner guard is on the money. That's also high. So both of the leads have been fairly high with their guards. I don't know if that. I think that would be a 4 or 3. I'm leaning towards a 3 because it's not quite in the corner of where the skip wanted it. As we see another stone coming from Brokenshire. Brokenshire's made most of her shots. Kind of had some slight misses in end 3. A couple outright misses in the first end and the last end. That one doesn't completely curl around, but is a draw. As we see Endicott's next rock, and Endicott, I believe, is of the same family that makes the eggnog that they sell in the club every year, which is always a delight. I was able to get a little sample last year. Quite good. This one is wide. It's going to get over the line, but Yeah, hold on. I thought I was going to die. It actually ends up touching the rings. Wow. First stroke coming from Maiden Grow. She's thrown about 80% draws. 75% actually. I would say that she's done fairly well. She had a kind of a rough first end, but since then has been making her shot or close to it. Just like that. I think that was close to making the shots with the in-turn clockwise rotation. So you see Olivia gets set. Looking to either make contact with the guard or to make a play on the yellows and the rings. That's going to peel one of the guards, which I think was totally planned. So Andre was throwing about 50-50 draws to takeouts. Looks like she's been making most of her shots. She had, I think, a rough fifth end, but good bounce back with that peel of the guard in this end. And Megan's second ruck here, coming to try the draw around again. It has more weight, and they want to make sure it gets around the guard. Oh, around the stone in the house. It doesn't. It ticks it forward. That's not a bad plan B, though. Although there is a double there now for Andre to take on. The shooter settles into the back 8 foot, and that is technically shot as Andre gets sets. This is over curling. I think it's going to the second yellow. Oh, just the top yellow. It's a glancing blow, though. It's going to push it to the edge of the 12th foot, and it might hang on. Might it? No, it shan't. Shall it? Shan't. It shan't. Wordplay is fun. First shot coming from Jennifer Collins in the 6th end. Collins also has been throwing about 50-50 draws versus takeouts. This is a draw. I think they're just looking to put a rock back into the top of the rings. They do. So McDonald is sitting 1, 2, and 4, while Julliard is sitting the 3rd rock right now. But there's more granite to come, more rocks to roll. So the broom is down for Michaela McLean to peel, or maybe take out both of the yellows in front of the rings. And this is looking pretty good. You get both yellows moving through the rings out of play. That is a double takeout. Take out both of the yellows in front of the rings. And this is looking pretty good. You get both yellows moving through the rings out of play. That is a double takeout. And that shot was brought to you by doubletakeout.com. As you see, Jennifer's second stone looking to draw around, I believe, the front red. They don't want to tap it up, and just looks like it's not going to hit the guard. Another question is, where does it sit down? It's going to sit down in the back 12-foot zone. Looks like that is good for third shot. McLean's second rock is away. Looking to hit and roll under the guard, I believe. Oh, this is actually going to hit the outside. Is there a double there? No, there's not. The shot is made, the shooter rolls away. Now there is a McDonald yellow in the back of the second shot. Julliard is shot in the top left-hand side of the house. From this view, it looks like it's buried, but that guard is pretty high. So I think they're looking to draw under those guards on the left, which makes sense. Or the right from this view, pardon me. Teams are doing okay on time. You want to have about just under 8 minutes to play the last two ends. 8 minutes would be great. Would be cowabunga, dude. So looking to draw undercover on the left side. This is Andy McDonald's first rock, going for the in-turn clockwise rotation. McDonald was throwing about 60% draws versus takeouts. This is looking pretty good. The question is, where is it going to sit down? It's going to sit down on the 8 foot, just above the tee line, so looking pretty good. But I think it might be accessible by Julliard. And she could take it on, maybe do a heavy draw, hit and roll, or draw, tap and roll. But not a tapenade. Tapenade? Tapenade. Oh. Tapenade. Again, wordplay is fun. Looks like the Julliard is looking at the ice surface. There was a bit of a kerfuffle last night in about the 6th end where like one rock picked hard and they were just making sure that there was no weirdness on the ice. They actually brought out the mop to do a mid-game mop, which doesn't happen very often. So I think looking for that draw tap. This is Lindsay Julliard's first. She's thrown 90% draws. 80% draws. So this first rock, weight looks decent. Looking to tap, or it's sitting down though, especially as Michaela comes out to help sweep it, as it over curls, and oh my goodness. I think if the weight was a little heavier, that would have been pretty close to on the money. And so now McDonald is going to try to split the ring slightly and force Julliard to a single or maybe steal into a tie. So it's tough to score skips because a lot of times, especially if it's their last shot, either they make the shot, it's 100%, or they miss their shot, it's 0%. There's not a lot of in between. Although some of the scoring documentation I saw says if it improves the situation, you can give them points for that. And obviously, I'm just trying to do my best to provide some insights to the game here. As McDonald is getting set to draw the right side of the rings. And so with that said, McDonald, with the score being what it is, she's definitely missed some close shots, and that's kind of the difference in the score, the scorekeeping and the score. So they want to make sure it gets buried. This is the slower side of the ice from what we've seen. That's 1450. It's looking pretty good. They want to make sure it's a shot or second shot, and it's going to end up being shot. So it looks like a really nice draw there from McDonald to cap this end of play for Team McDonald without the hammer. It did settle behind the tee line. So it does give a possible shot for Julliard. Just basically draw it down and sit on top for a single point. We do have a final. I'll update you guys on sheet A when in just a moment. As Julliard gets set, looking to draw on top of the shot stone for a single point. Last rock coming, the hammer, here in the sixth end. Mikhail is jumping out to help. This is not boding well. It's over curling. It's not there, unfortunately. I got 1560 as the time. That did not look like a 1560 shot, though. That is a steal of 2 for Team McDonald. And they are going to take a 4-3 lead into the seventh end for the first time this match. So, unfortunate miss there. More action when we come back to the 2026 Double Takeout MoPac Championships. So, as I mentioned, there is a final in the books already. On sheet A, Team Thingdarai was the 7-2 winner over Team Camarena. Both teams hail from the San Francisco Bay Area Curling Club. Sheet B, the contest between Team Walsh of San Francisco and Team Aubrey of Coyotes is favoring Walsh right now, 6-1. Walsh over Aubrey. And then on sheet D, Team Feldman is facing Team Keeling. Keeling from Coyotes is up 6-2 over the Wine Country rink. So all scores are being posted to Bonspieler, and static sheet coverage is being brought to you by Coyotes on their YouTube channel. Rocks in play. We are underway here in the seventh end of a possible 8 ends of regulation, and Samantha Blatcher drew for a guard. It doesn't sit on the center line, but it's a guard nonetheless. And we're going to see what Cassie Endicott has dialed up. And this is going to be a corner-ish guard. Actually, it might slip into the rings, and it does. So the broom is down for a takeout. Oh, it's not a takeout, it's another guard. A draw in, that makes sense. Yeah. Draw in. But it's going to be a guard. Not a bad outcome. It's on the center line, so the no take applies to that shot. Coverage of this end is being brought to you by Endgame Curling, manufacturers of the Endgame Icon Broom, featuring a 7.5-inch head to concentrate your sweeping energy and increase your directional sweeping effect. EndgameCurling.com. This rock is coming up a little light from Cassie Endicott as Julliard jumps out to help usher it towards the rings. Will it be greeted into the house warmly? Nay. That's a horse call there. So this is the dumb joke of the moment. So if you go to a racetrack, does the announcer get penalized for being a horse caller? So this rock from Megan, looking to draw. This is going to be a hit and roll. Going to hit and get that roll. Good shot there from Megan. That shot from Endicott, it definitely was a little light, but it's amazing where the sweepers got it to. As we see Olivia Andres first, looking to peel some guards. Have some appealing action here. We're in the dad joke portion of the broadcast, by the way. So one yellow onto the other, pushes the second yellow through the rings out of play. So that's a good clearing action there by Andre. And the shooter also kind of rolls a little outside, so that's good as well. Some interesting statter outside the house. Megan's next rock is away. And that is going to put the guard back up. Although those guards are right next to each other, so might be a double there. Actually, I say there's a double, but you can see there's that red on the left side. That's likely to be a backstop. So Andre's second stone looking for some more clearing action. And this is going to over curl onto the guard, unfortunately. All right, so it does do some clearing action, just not what they wanted. It does improve the situation. So McDonald could draw another one in, and that's what she's doing. I was thinking they could put another front stone or guard up, but I think drawing in just keep loading the box, as it were, to make it that much harder for Julliard to reach to get into scoring position. So Jennifer Collins is first, looking to draw around with the intern clockwise rotation. It's so great to see all this curl on this ice, and then the sweeping here just to make sure it gets into position. That was a powerful brush from Samantha Brokenshire. Sitting 2 now, buried, leaving Julliard to ask Michaela McLean to do some more cleanup in front of the house. Got some oomph on that. Let's see if it's going to get the yellows out. And it looks like they will get one of the yellows gone, and then the second yellow as well is going to go through the rings, out of play. That's a double takeout. Let's see if it's going to get the yellows out. And it looks like they will get one of the yellows gone, and then the second yellow as well is going to go through the rings, out of play. That's a double takeout. And that double takeout was brought to you by doubletakeout.com. So the 2 guards are gone. There's still 2 yellows in the rings, I believe, and McDonald is looking to put a front stone in front. They need to make sure it gets over to the center line roughly. Might be a little outside. It doesn't get there, so those yellows in the house are somewhat exposed. And it looks like Michaela McLean is going to be asked to take on the double, a very similar shot to her first. So looking for the double. This looks like it might be on the guard. It is on the guard. So the guards do their job, but for the wrong team. Because Julliard crashed on both of her guards as a team. Just unfortunate there, but that's why guards are in play. So McDonald's looking to put another front stone, looking to steal here. All right, interesting situation developing for McDonald. Just kind of the momentum or the pendulum has swung in her favor, and she's looking to lock down the advantage. As her shot is away, looking to put up a front stone. I think just on the left side of the center line would be the target. This is maybe a little heavier, so they might go into like a freeze position. And that seems to be what they're doing. But it does end up in a pretty good place. Is it welded on? No, it is not. There's about almost a foot of separation between those 2 top yellows on the left side. And so it does set up a double possibility for Julliard. Maybe a triple. So just a little heavy on the delivery. If it was 2 feet shorter, 3 feet shorter, it would have been like chef's kiss. So the broom is down.
Is there like a Gatorade or something? Can I get one of those? No, surprise me. Surprise you.
So a key moment here, looking for some takeout energy. This is Lindsay Julliard's first. Going for the out turn, going to get one of just all three stones moving. Two of the yellows move or exit the house. So great shot there by Julliard. Let's check the replay. It's currently McDonald sitting one, and Julliard has the second stone. For the out turn, going to get one of just all three stones moving. Two of the yellows move or exit the house. So great shot there by Julliard. Let's check the replay. So the shooter stuck around, and that I think is an end changer, an end saver really for Team Julliard. The situation is that McDonald sitting one, but if that one McDonald stone goes away, Julliard has a chance to score two and to retake the lead in this last with the one end to go after this. So I think McDonald is looking to draw like maybe under cover on the left side from this view. You can kind of see the pocket that's available on the right side from this view. And I think just looking to sit top 8 foot, I believe. This is Andy McDonald with her last here without the hammer, doing the out turn draw. Sweepers are on it. Looking at about 1460 in terms of the speed, so weight-wise it's not too shabby. They wanted to out-count that red on the right, and I don't think it got there. Oh, it's super, super close. I can't say for sure, especially looking at the overhead on the monitor. So definitely McDonald won, and I think Julliard will maybe try to hit that out and then maybe put a stick on those two stones in the top of the house. So my goodness, needed like another 3 inches to be, bonzer. So last rock coming, nose hit for 1, maybe 2. This is the hammer coming from Lindsay Julliard. Calling for curl. This is outside. It needs to come back. Is it going to come back? It ticks it, and it's going to tick it enough to be out-counted by the two front stones. So we might have a measure. Nope, no measure at all. So it might be one red, I would guess. So interesting, just wide on the takeout, unfortunately.
And why is he twirling? He was twirling. No, for Tom it was twirling.
And so that was a single point for Julliard. We are tied with Team McDonald carrying the hammer home in this 8th end, and we will see what happens next.
It was oh, your role.
He just didn't want you there with him. Tom likes it.
Thank you everyone for tuning in as we're about to get set for the last end. Just a reminder about our broadcast schedule. We're going to be back live on the MoPac YouTube channel at about 4:30. This is our break, I guess. We're going to be back at 4:30 tonight for our feature game between Team Aces and Team Keeling. And then our MoPac After Dark session will be at 8 p.m. Our featured game will be Team Walsh taking on Team Thangdarai. And again, our featured games are on the MoPac YouTube channel, and then the static sheet coverage of the other sheets is on the Coyotes Curling YouTube channel. I'm kind of partial to my channel, but I understand people want to see the game they want to see. As another light rod coming from Cassidy Endicott, it's going to be enough for a guard. And then we have Samantha Brokenshire looking to put up a shot in the wings on the right side, not a corner guard necessarily. As the rock definitely has the weight to get in the range, it might be a smidge on the heavy side. It might go through, as Julliard's going to make sure it does go through. So an unfortunate miss there by Brokenshire. We're all square here, so an open house would be to McDonald's benefits. Although the first 5 rocks at the end are times to put rocks into the rings. And so Endicott is looking to draw around on the right side. This is a little on the light side, so it looks like it might be a guard, although it looks like it might also nibble the rings, and it will. You see Samantha's last rock heading down the ice. Coverage of this end is being brought to you by curling.gg. Next time you're confused on the ice, take a photo, recreate it on curling.gg, and try multiple outcomes. It's the only platform that lets you take a shot, undo, and try again. Curling.gg. Brokenshire shots tapped the red up, so not quite sure how to rank that. As we see Olivia Andre's first rock looking to draw, I believe, on top of the shot stone. That is Julliard's on the left side. This is going to go a little deep. Where's it going to sit down? It's going to sit down in the back, 8 foot. Actually, almost full 12 foot. That's some wicked curl there. Looking to peel some guards. This is Megan Groves first. This is the last game on the ice. Looking for some peel action. It's going to peel their own front stone and miss the guard that they had wanted to reach. It does open it up though. So Andre is drawing on the right side, I believe maybe to put up a front stone or a guard. I think they would like to be top 12 foot, although Lindsay's coming out to help. Weight's good for a guard. The question is, where's it going to stop? Looks like it might slip into the top of the rings. And it will be a biter in the almost full 12 foot. So I think they would have liked to have been a little deeper, but that worked out for Julliard. As we have more peeling action on Megan Groves' second shot. does run the red onto the other red. So a bit tricksy on terms of the finding the right path to clear those guards. So Michaela McLean's first shot underway. And I think just looking to put another front stone and just really junk up the house. And it does tap the red up top into the top 8 foot. So looks like McDonald's looking at the angles here, as it looks like Julliard is sitting 3 right now. There is that yellow. It might be 4. I was going to say that yellow looks to be a little closer, but yeah, 3 or 4. But also, remember what I said earlier about keeping a clean house, and so you have to do is draw for the win? That's what McDonald wants. Julliard wants to junk things up and steal the win. And it looks like the strategy is working right now for Julliard. McDonald's facing a lot of targets. The question is which target to approach. And I think she wants to tackle this left side first with Jennifer Collins is first. Really kind of open things up so she has a draw on both sides. So Jennifer's first shot is away. Looking for some takeout action. And this is going to get one of the reds going away. Maybe another jam in the bat. And just some interesting raises where McDonald's stones seem to be gravitationally drawn to the Julliard rings in the house. Julliard rocks in the house. Still opens things up, not a bad outcome. As you see, Michaela's last shots coming. So there are 3 Julliard rocks in the rings. One lonely McDonald yellow on the left side, but this game is going to be decided in the center of the house at this point, as Michaela draws into the top 4 foots. Pretty well buried, and so McDonald's taking their time out, and they're going to talk about it. I think, like I said, I think you want to keep both sides open so you have a draw to the button for the final shot. And so let's see if we can hear what's going on. We never can.
Like, I'm good with that, right? Get that out of the way. We sit here. I mean, we might not be shot, but we'd be in the pile, right? Unless we rip all of this. Like, you can kind of...
Yeah, like that. I like that. What do you feel? It's just we have some...
Is it more important to catch all 3, or is it more important to stay? More important to stay. And then whatever. I mean, she might play that, she might not. We like that first, and then I can always do this later, right? I think movement on everything is really good here. At least because it's kind of killing us that these are on the top of the house. So I think we can kill them. Okay, go set up.
Interesting conversation. We could hear her. There's only one game on the ice, so it makes it easier to hear what people are saying. I think what McDonald is lining up is trying to line up the double, again, to keep the center of the house open so she can draw to the center of the house for that single point. And I think that's the strategy. She's going to try and double out those reds up front. and then see what happens next. I know the best curlers plan 3 or 4 steps ahead, but this is a good first step. Looking for a double takeout by Jennifer Collins. This is floating out wide. They're trying to get a piece of it. They do. And this is another one of those kind of half shots. So the red got run back onto the other red. And the first red kind of rolled up to the top left of the forefoot, while the second red went out of play. So it's a better outcome. Not quite forcing their way open to keep the center of the house open, but not a bad outcome nonetheless. But it's just one of those kind of half shots that's kind of really marked this end for Team McDonald. So the broom is down. It looks like they're going to try for Team Julliard to put a stone. I would put a stone in the top forefoot, kind of right next to the red that's already there. As Lindsay Julliard gets set. Her first rock without the hammer here in the 8th end of a tied game. Looking for, I believe, the top of the house. If they're buried, that would be good too. They don't want to be deep, because that just provides a backing for McDonald for her last. This is going to settle in right on the tee line. So, not a bad place for it. McDonald could try to tackle the right side and just kind of just throw heat on the right side from this view, and just get a lot of reds moving, and again keep that keep the house as open as possible for a draw for her last, because it's a tied game. All you need is 1 point to win, and that's also 1 point is all that Julliard needs to win. The only downside is that if McDonald threw weight on the left side from this view that I'm now showing you, the left side, that shooter would maybe stick around, and then Julliard can maybe find a place to hide for a single point. So it looks like they're opting to draw. Maybe I like to draw a tap. They don't want to roll wide. So this is the first rock coming for Andy McDonald with the hammer. Looking to, I believe, draw on top of the Julliard stone, tap the Julliard stone back to the back forefoot. This is line looks pretty good, 1356, so it's definitely going to get some tap action on it. The question is, how far does it go? And it's one of those sweeping priority things where the sweepers cross paths, and really the person who shot it should have first priority, but that rule is often observed in the breach. So it is still Julliard sitting 4 stones. That was not a bad shot. Because it did open up the button, but now that button is there's only one path to the button. And it looks like if I was Julliard, I'd probably lock it down. And it seems to be what she is lined up to do with her last shot coming here in the 8th end for Julliard. Looking to put up a front stone. Line looks okay, especially because they want to block off the draw path to the button. 1606, so this looks like it's going to be top 12 if it gets to the house. So pretty good. It does block off a lot of the house, but the button is still somewhat accessible. So arguably it may have over curled slightly. So McDonald needs a piece of the button for the win. McDonald is sitting 4, so either Julliard wins by 4 or McDonald wins by 1, and that is the situation right now here. The last game on the ice. This is a very crowded and noisy, warm room as people are broom stacking or otherwise watching how this game is going to end. And this is it. The last shot coming from Andy McDonald, the hammer, looking for a piece of the button for the win. Samantha jumps on it early to hold the line.
Whoa.
And it looks like it might be a little light. So once it's past the guard, the question is, where is it going to end up? They need to make sure they have a piece of the button. They need to grab a piece of the button, and needs to sit down. And there it is. What a great sweep call.
Holy shit. That's all I gotta say.
I know you were doing this for your daughter, but I was doing this for mine.
So, draw to the button, a well-managed sweep call to grab that piece of the button for the win. Patrick, I guess we had some family from both teams there watching this game. Make the final 5-4. That was a great shot there. So, an exciting contest. Great shots by both teams, and just a great draw on the end to make it 5-4. McDonald over Julliard. And thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Going to go around the rings in just a moment. Before I do, just a shout out to our sponsors for helping to make this broadcast possible, including DoubleTakeout.com, offering rankings and stats on the top men's and women's teams from around the world. DoubleTakeout.com. Curling.gg, offering real physics simulation. If you have a curling scenario in mind, Curling.gg can help you recreate it and develop curling strategy. Curling.gg. And by Endgame Curling, manufacturers of the travel handle, which separates into 3 pieces for easy storage in most carry-on luggage. Endgamecurling.com. So a quick preview of tonight. Well, let's go around the rings one last time, and then we'll preview tonight's game and sign off. So going around the rings, again, Sheet A, we have Team Theta Durai of San Francisco, the 7-2 winner over Team Camarena from San Francisco. On Sheet B, Team Walsh from San Francisco, the 7-1 winners over Team Albury from Coyotes. Sheet C, we just saw it, Team McDonald from Coyotes, the 5-4 winner over Team Julliard from Coyotes. And then on Sheet D, Team Keeling from Coyotes, the 7-2 winners over Team Feldman from Wine Country. So that wraps our current draw. We're going to be back on the ice in just about an hour and a half. 4:30 is going to be our game time for Team Keeling taking on Team Aces in our afternoon draw. And then we have MoPac After Dark coming up at 8 o'clock. And so until then, on behalf of all of us here at MoPac and Coyotes Curling, and thanks to our sponsors, this has been your host, Ryan Olson, saying good afternoon and good curling. We'll see you at 4:30.
See you all. I'll be back plenty early, I think. Yeah.
You'll be like